Hey, everybody. How y'all doing? Excuse me. We are here on these lives. I can't see you, baby. Do you just want to have me on the screen? Well, we're supposed to be on this together. So we here on this live and we're coming to talk about our upcoming retreat and at the end of October. It is the Awakening Rebirth retreat. I'm going to give y'all some time to come in the room before we even start talking. I'm gonna give Zeno some time to straighten up what he needs to straighten up, what he needs to fix, and yeah, I'm gonna do it like that. We're gonna give y'all some time to share. Let me test. I'm gonna do some tests on this end to see to make sure that everything is showing up, and I don't think it's showing up that I'm live on Instagram.
All right. What up, though? What up, though? What up, though?
I don't think it's showing that I'm live on Instagram.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at it and let's see.
Hey. Thank y'all for coming in. Hey.
Okay. So, yeah, you're live.
Okay, so now it's showing that I'm live on Instagram.
Yep.
There. Okay. So I just wanted to make sure. And that now I'm getting ready to check. We just checked some technicals, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and check now on Facebook. Okay, yep, I see on Facebook. We are live also on Facebook. And so we're gonna get y'all to come on in here, to come on up in the room and talk about this retreat.
Yeah.
Um, I didn't know we were gonna come on here today and talk about this retreat. I didn't know. I honestly felt like we would probably do it maybe like this weekend, but I was like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and do it today. Um, Let me try to share this live. So just give us some time, y'all. We do what we need to do here on this back end.
Okay. Yeah. So, I am checking it. It looks good. Um,
Let me see what it looks like on Instagram.
mhm.
My volume is down.
Yeah. So that way you can actually just put your phone on Instagram if you'd like to.
Hmm.
Um,
Okay, I'm seeing some people. I'm seeing some people here
right.
on Instagram. Um, okay, I see that you can see too from Instagram.
Hmm.
Cool. Okay, so I have it on like that, y'all. We just testing this new system that we got here. It's not a new system, but it is a new system because we finally made it here to Instagram. And before we were for some reason only able to stream through Facebook and YouTube. So I'm just checking the channels to make sure that everything is everything. And I want to share it. I'm gonna share this on your page too, Bay. Or can you do it
What would you like for me to do?
from your Facebook page? Can you go to your Facebook page and share the the page?
Okay. That's what I was trying to check now to see.
Because I could do it here, but I don't. Wait a minute. Let me see if it'll let me do it. Okay, let me see. It's, I'm to do it. Let me see. No, I can't do it again. I don't remember
Okay. But
word.
I am looking. I know.
You hear me?
Huh?
I said I don't remember your password, and so I'm not about to
Oh,
ask.
I'm looking at. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna do something real quick. Okay,
Okay.
just gonna do something real quick for you.
Thank y'all for coming in here and giving us some patience while we figure this stuff out.
All right. So do you see that? Look up.
Look up.
Look into the screen.
Okay, I'm looking in the screen.
Okay. Can you see what I'm seeing?
What the hell are you saying? I'm seeing us too.
Wow. Well, I just shared the whole Facebook screen, so it's okay.
Oh no, I can't see that.
Yeah, it's definitely live. So
Oh, so you're showing pictures and all of that stuff.
no, I shared my screen. You was like, what am I showing? I was showing you exactly what it was.
Oh, it looks the same. Nothing changed from the live. The view. The view changed.
See?
I'm hearing a little feedback.
Yep. So we good. So, all right.
Okay. So here we are. We're here to talk about this upcoming retreat that we have uh, in Michigan. Like, why would you even want to go? Why would you even want to go to retreat and in Michigan? Like, why would you? And that's what we're here to talk about today. Um, as y'all can see, for the people that may be on Instagram, y'all may be seeing us like smaller than what we normally would be. That's because we're streaming from a different platform. And honestly, I'm gonna be all the way honest and all the way 100 with y'all because that's just how I get down. Um, Zeno is pretty much going to kind of lead this live a little. I'm here.
Am
Yeah, you are. We talked about.
RL Stevenson said, wish they could be here this time.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, that would be yeah. That would be awesome.
Hmm.
Because you done already went to two. Your first retreat was there in Michigan for the first day was the psilocybin and the second day was Bufo. That was your first retreat. Then you came to Joshua. So
Hmm.
you you definitely, if anybody knows what this medicine does, you do.
Right.
They said that you were tapped in, extremely tapped in before you tapped in,
Hmm.
if that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, because a lot of people that come to these retreats don't start off with a lot of the, I call esoteric knowledge. You know what I mean? But it was more from you being, tapped in from when you were younger or whatever. And I'm pretty sure I would love to know, um, do you feel like since going on those two uh, retreats that do you feel like you're more tapped in into the spiritual realm now more than ever,
Hmm.
especially experiencing what you experienced? We still got to do our lives so we could talk about your part two about what happened when you went to Joshua Tree. But you know, for the most part, I don't even know if y'all can see those words. They'll probably be able to see it on um Instagram. Let me see. I'm gonna look and see. They may be able to see it. They may not. Okay. Well, I'm looking at it from my.
That's a little feedback.
It is. Okay. What about now?
Mm-hmm.
Let me close out of there. I was in Instagram. Okay, I closed out.
No,
So
that was on my end. So if you're able to go on Instagram and view it and just mute it, that way you can look at the comments and interact that way. By all means, do that.
okay, let me try that,
Yep.
and then that way I can just go.
Yeah.
Okay, it's back with the feedback.
Yeah, that's gonna happen a little bit.
Okay, Heather said her screen is black.
And what is she on?
Oh, okay. Okay. Alicia said we can see the words. Okay, so y'all can see the words. Okay. But the thing is I couldn't see what y'all were saying. Can you see what they're saying on Instagram or no?
I mean, if I go in it, I would be able to, but
Oh,
that's the whole point. It creates the feedback, and I'm unable to find the volume on it.
okay. Okay, don't worry about it. So I'll just go back and forth. Y'all just keep talking. I'll go back and forth and y'all be just be checking y'all comments because we have people that can either join from Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. And so are you talking, babe? Because if you are, I can't hear. Well, never mind. I can hear you. I was looking at this damn screen.
Yeah. So this is gonna here's my thing. Like my wife has her style, I have my style. I'm normally like in teacher mode most of the time. I like to go back, through my research and share what I've discovered, right? And kind of share those connections in regards to a lot of questions that I feel like a lot of people have because I just like to do that type of research anyway. So for me, it's always my positioning is always, hey, I like to share this information and let's go back and then let's connect the dots and then, ask, does that make sense for you? Right. I mean, the whole premise of this live is basically, hey, this is the Michigan Sacred Plant Medicine Weekend Retreat. Who is this actually for? Is the question. And my thing is that I always like to, again, go back as close as I can to the origin of things, because there is a lot of debate. People have a lot of strong feelings about what it is that we do. However, I feel like there are now even a lot more people than before we actually started doing this that are now beginning to lean more towards what it is that we're doing
Hmm.
because there's more information that's coming out, you know, as it relates to these ancient ways. Now, I'm just gonna be real. Like if Google and a lot of these other major corporations are actually moving in this just to simply be creative and come up with ideas, um, uh, you know, the metaverse, who is it? Meta, Zuckerberg and his whole crew, these people are millionaires, billionaires, and they are trying to come up with the most latest, most innovative ideas on the planet. And they're utilizing these ancient ways, right? Resources to tap in to be able to step into a new level of creativity to bring to the world. And so my whole thing is that, yeah, so if I've done the research and found out that, oh wow, Zuckerberg and his whole corporation is moving in that way, if Google is moving in that way, if there are a lot of major financial firms that are moving in that way, then that means that they've tapped into to something as well that's going to be beneficial. Our thing is just that we uh, just so happen to be led to this way of living that created health and change the trajectory of our lives in the most positive way for us. And so we just felt compelled to be able to share this information with
Mm-hmm.
people, right? To help lead them to go into their kingdoms, to lead them to go inside of themselves. So this is where we are with it, you know, and we gonna talk about it because I think my wife brought us some really good points in regards to who this can really help. You know what I'm saying? I like to kind of talk about just briefly what is a medicine, but I mean, if you want to go ahead, you know.
Good. No, that's where I was gonna go. I was gonna say let's just make sure that we start off when we talk about, what is this medicine. You know what I mean? So that's you there. You doing it. You doing it.
Well, I'm just gonna keep it general because the question that we're posing now is what is this sacred medicine? So it's been used for centuries. We already know this in various cultures for religious and spiritual purposes. Now, when the medicine is ingested, it's converted into the body, which is then responsible for its effects. That's how it's able to then take effect. And then what we do is we make sure that we filter anyone before they even get involved and come into the space. We filter that and we go through a rigorous check to make sure that there are no contradictions. You don't have anything medically going on. You don't have anything that's going to create an issue or a problem. So right off of the bat, before you step into the space, we're making sure that you're safe. Okay. And so we've heard stories of people kind of just moving into things and, oh, my friend invited me, it's free, I can go. And they just let you come. No, 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 because you haven't shared information about yourself to them. They don't know what they're getting themselves into when they serve you the medicine. So it could lead to some things that people are just totally unaware of. So we like to play things fair. We like to be totally honest and keep things really open, so that way everyone can be safe, and then we don't have to be concerned about some type of monkey wrench being thrown into the ceremony because somebody wasn't being forthright or what have you, right? Or they realized that when they approached this situation that it was serious. And I always use the analogy of an amusement park. There are certain rides that have signs that say, yo, if you're pregnant, I don't think you should get on this ride. If you have some heart issues, I don't think you should get on this ride. So forth and so on, right? You can have fun. It is a beautiful place for you to be in a nice amusement park. But they also want to be forthright and right up front and go, okay, so if you get on this ride, you doing this at your own risk because you're not going to be honest. You're not being honest with us. You just want to get on this ride, right? So they're not liable. So we want to make sure that things are safe, and we have for years we have done this and made sure that people are safe. So we don't have any complaints about that. But babe, you can actually go a little bit more into the medicine as it relates to what it is. I guess if you want to talk about the compounds or just the breakdown of it, if you like to, the different medicines or what have
Well,
you.
You know, we can talk about, what this medicine is and the science behind it and the spirit aspect of it, what it comes from, right? And how long it's been on all connected. If you do your research, uh, you'll learn that we are made up of the same thing that the stars are made up of. So we come from the stars, but we are made in this earth, right? Um, this medicine also comes from the stars and is made up in this earth. And medicine is everywhere. What grows from this medicine, uh, the roots of this medicine, is in this earth, no matter where you walk. So no matter where you walk on this earth, under the ground is something called mycelium. Mycelium, it looks like almost like spider webs, like thick spider webs, but it is essentially a network. I don't know if y'all ever seen what's the name of that movie? Avatar. And you have that scene where with the tree of life with all of the white things hanging, hangling and hangling.
Dangling and hangling.
Basically, that's mycelium, right? And so this mycelium, it feeds the earth, it feeds the trees. It is a underground network. It's how the trees communicate with each other and swap nutrients from one tree to extend to another tree miles down the road that may need nourishment. Um, it communicates. It allows it to communicate when one tree is chopped down, and it helps the other trees to come together to help care for that tree's roots. Right? It cares about the roots, and so it is under the earth, and from the root grows this medicine. One of the medicines that we will be partaking in, sacred plant medicine. And this medicine has been on this earth for billions of years. And some may have heard me say this, teach, and some may not, but you about to hear me say it again. So I have to say it over and over and over again. You know what I mean? Understand and get what it is, in their heads. Your DNA alone dates back 1.5 billion years. 1.5 billion years. You have been here multiple times, whether you believe it or not, you have. And each time that you've come, when you left this earthly realm, the body was either put into the earth, it was on this earth. A spaceship didn't come and take your ashes and fly off into the universe. Right? Remember, I said no matter where you walk on this earth, under the ground is the mycelium. And so every time that you left this realm, and your body was left in this realm, the vessel, it is the mycelium that broke the body down and fed that knowledge back into the earth. Not you, not also your ancestors, your ancestral DNA, your bloodline. And so this medicine is a healing, sacred medicine that has known you and your ancestors in every life, and it has the power to take you back however far you need to go to get to the root cause of the issue is, if that makes sense. Can I can y'all feel me? Can y'all feel what I'm saying? Let me know.
Oh, for sure.
I know you can. I know you can. I'm talking about people. Can I get some fire emojis if y'all understand where I'm coming from here? Uh okay.
Right. Okay. So we got some 100 emojis. That's the thing.
Hmm.
Um,
Okay, got you. Okay. So we have people, I guess, tuning in from different you know, places. Okay, I'm saying yes, love this explanation, love it. Okay. Oh, okay, Margaret. Okay. Hey, hey. Yeah. Excuse me. So essentially, huh?
just trying to figure out the volume. Ooh, wait.
Are you still hearing feedback?
Because Kenya asked, "Are we still doing live on Instagram?" Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm. But I
Can you
see
see the live on Instagram, babe?
must be. Uh-huh. Yeah. But Kenya must. Where are you? Are you on Facebook?
Okay,
Where?
I'm asking that now. Good. I'm glad that y'all coming in, y'all dropping in because we gonna really get into this and understand that there's been a lot of additions and some new features. So we trying all of this out on a platform that we paid bread for. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? We gonna get it in.
Oh, she said I can't see y'all. You can't see us on
Instagram.
Instagram or on Facebook. Oh, she said she was on Instagram and can't see. So y'all that are watching on Instagram, wait, it says we're having trouble loading this live video. Hold on. That's what it said on Instagram.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So says please later. Let me go out and come back in.
Right. And I'm gonna go in and see what's happening with that too.
No, don't worry. Don't worry about it. You go ahead and okay, it's on. So it was just on this end. So you guys that are watching from Instagram, if you can put some ones in the chat, if you can see us, okay. You can see some ones in the chat because before we start teaching, and then we're gonna talk about the other medicine that we will be. He said I could
Dealing with.
Instagram, but I went out and came back in on Instagram. Can see fine on Instagram. All good now. Okay,
Okay.
so
So you have more people on YouTube right now than anything else.
okay, so that's where. So they must be from YouTube. They're not really on Facebook like that. Then the ones that I see,
Okay.
we seeing some ones. We seeing some ones. All good now. All good. Okay, good. So hopefully y'all heard everything when I was explaining to you guys what this first medicine is, and that is oh, she said she gonna stay on YouTube. Okay, so she's on YouTube. Okay, cool.
Good.
You know what? On YouTube, you will be able to see the screen a lot better anyway. You know what I mean? Is you'll be able to see the wider screen. It's larger. But anyway, um, this next medicine that we will be serving in Michigan is Bufo. And so I don't know if you guys know about Bufo, know what Bufo is. I know some of you guys that are on this live have come to a maybe a private Bufo session or uh, or actual retreat where we were serving Bufo. Some of you may not. But for those of you that don't know what Bufo is, Bufo Avarus is a toad medicine. It is essentially protects the toad. It becomes venom for the prey that that wants to attack the toad. But this medicine is it's secreted from the saliva glands of the Bufo Avarus toad. Another name for Bufo Avarus is the God molecule. Um, it is literally because this medicine takes you straight to source. It's no mediator, right? The first night when you work with this uh, psilocybin, you're going in spiritually inside of your universe, right? With the psilocybin journey, right? So we have to first understand. Let's go. So first, we first have to understand that we are powerful beings, and so the power of life and death is truly the tongue, right? And you will eat that fruit. And so, because we come from the stars and we're made up of this earth, and we choose to take this medicine that is also from the stars and made up from this earth that has known lifetime, that knows who we are, spirit first, eternal spirit being. And so now you're speaking your powerful words into the universe, which are your intentions. I intend on, with not having expectations of. That's how you have to go in a journey, in a ceremony, in a retreat. I intend to, but I don't have no kind of expectations of whatsoever. Because it's not going to show up how you expect it and your mind can't fathom. But now you're speaking those words of intent, those powerful words, because you are spirit. You speak those intentions, and now you take upon the fruit of this medicine. And this fruit of this medicine is going to wake your ass up. Boom, awaken. it's going it is going to show you that you are spirit. It's going to show you like, damn, I'm in the spiritual realm. And so now you begin your journey to manifest your intentions, and you shall get all of your intentions plus in ceremony. You just cannot be attached in no way, shape, form, or fashion how it's going to show up. This medicine is a teacher.
Mm.
It's going to open you up and it's going to teach you some things. It's going to show you something. It's going to tap you into something.
Mm-hmm.
And now you on a journey for 6 to 7 hours. Sometimes you just sitting with the medicine. We're not messing with you because the medicine know you. You sit your ass or you lay your ass down and focus on the breathing. And it comes a time to where we guide you through. It comes a time where you get guided. But again, you're working with this medicine for some hours to manifest your intentions. Now, this next medicine is completely different. It is not to be confused with any other sacred plant medicine or earth medicine or toad medicine. Not to be confused.
Mm-hmm.
Where the first journey that we just talked about with the first medicine, um, it can take 30 to 45 minutes to kick in, right? To start to work. And also, while it's working, what it's doing is creating new neural pathways in the brain. And I'll have, Zeno, I know Zeno gonna break that down a little more how y'all know how Zeno do. But now
What? You
it
said
out,
I'm gonna break what down? What am I breaking down right now?
you just break stuff down, that's all. But I'm just saying I wanted to get everything out as far as what these medicines are, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and so we people can get a better understanding of why we do it the way that we do it and why we are doing it the way we're doing it in Michigan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but this medicine, it is it hits instantly.
Hmm.
It's instant. It is one of the most powerful entheogens known to man.
Yes.
And so with this is no mediator, right? It's not, we're there guiding. Don't
Mm.
get me wrong, right? We're there making sure that you have a safe spirit journey because that's what these are, spirit journeys. You're going inside of your kingdom, really to manifest and to tap into who you truly are, the power that you truly hold. Now, what happens when this medicine kicks in is something called ego disillusion,
Mm.
right? So, with the first night with the psilocybin, what happens is the ego lies dormant. It's not an ego death, right? Ego disillusion. Everything that you think you thought about yourself or anything or anybody else or any situation, you find out that that's not what it is. You find out instantly that we are truly, truly, truly in a matrix. And you literally bypass everything and go straight to source. And so that journey also, each journey shows up differently each time for everybody. So if
Mhm.
we went on a million journeys of each of these medicines, no two journeys be alike. However, what I have witnessed in psilocybin over and over and over and over and over again,
Mm.
uh, it's like puzzle pieces being put together with each journey. So if we have people in here that have gone on like multiple retreats and ceremonies with us, that have done multiple psilocybin journeys with us, would you say that that it's like puzzle pieces put together, especially when you integrate? Because integration is so important. But I can tell you that psilocybin is a lot easier to integrate than Bufo is.
Mhm.
And we'll explain all of that on this live too, because it's important. It's important for people to know what's going on, to understand what's going on, for them to tap into who they truly are. Like what I mean when I say who you truly are,
Hmm.
I mean not who they told you that you was, not even who you think you are, but it's about knowing why you were created. How many times have you said, why am I here? I see some yes. I see some yes. You said, anyone else experiencing the live keep pausing? Is anybody else experiencing the live keep pausing? If so,
Mm.
you may want to hop on YouTube or Facebook, one of them. But it's up to you. We'll be able to see your comments. You do the YouTube is BTCH vegan. That's what it is on YouTube. So
I'm actually, again, just based off of my location, because I'm looking at the Instagram just to check to make sure that it's streaming live and everything is
it's
good.
good. It's good. We seeing Heather saying no pausing. Shannon said not for me. And
Right.
so okay, be right back. So she's getting ready to hop in on another channel.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, um,
Okay, cool.
what I like to do is go through some rapid fire reasons, as to why we even do this. I feel like, anyone should do this. And a lot of this information is going to kind of corroborate um, what's already out here at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes. Margaret, she said she switched to YouTube. Hey, Margaret. So good to
Yeah,
see
you
you.
get a better view
Yeah,
on YouTube from
right. So, again, I'm just going to go through and hit a few subjects and at any given time you want to tap in, by all means feel free. You know what I'm saying? You could take it up a notch and go, wherever you like to take it.
okay.
Okay. Um
Absolutely, integration is such a profound post journey experience.
yes.
Mhm.
So here it is. We talking about the power of the plant medicine in Bufo, right?
Mhm.
And so
I ain't finished telling about Bufo though.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
I ain't finished telling really quick about Bufo.
Yep.
Okay, you go ahead and say what you have to say. It's also called like the Colorado River Toad or Sonoran Desert Toad. It's a lot of different names for it, but this toad it lays underground uh, for 9 months out of the year,
Mm-hmm.
and it comes out for 3 months out of the year after the monsoon to mate only, right? So this is a very very special sacred medicine. It has a compound in 5-MeO DMT.
Mm-hmm.
Our bodies naturally produce 5-MeO DMT, but it produces the most 5-MeO DMT when we're being birthed in this realm and when we leave this realm. So this medicine is literally taking you to where we come from before we're born in this realm and where we go to when we leave.
Man, just real quick, because I need to be able to at least speak on this comment. I wish that we all could see it. I swear.
No, it's okay.
Yeah. So this is Ostara Rising. I'm not gonna say her real name unless I'm given permission. But hey sis, hey. So she said, "Hey, I didn't used to really understand what you meant when you talk about discovering who we really are, right?" But she said, "I'm a fast learner, but that one took me a good couple of years to really understand, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who you really are." And I just have to say that, yeah, if you thought you was gonna really just understand who you were in totality from one session, um, you get that, but then it's so much to unpack afterwards. This is why, I'm saying, I can speak on this. Um, this is why you went into integration really, really deep, because of the experiences that took place in ceremony. You would have did a major disservice to yourself. You'd have been scratching your head, walking away like, what happened with that? And how come, now you have all these questions. How come this, and why is this, and why is that? And then just walk away and not really dig in more. No, this is a part of the spiritual awakening in regards to who you really are. And so a lot of times, what prevents people, honestly, because I am going to talk about who is this ceremony for? Who is the retreat actually for? Right? Who's a perfect candidate for this? Right? And wow, okay, babe, your screen just went black. Is everything good? I'm unable to hear you. Man, we just having some, either that's a something on purpose or that's a major technical difficulty. So I'm gonna keep going. If it is something,
Okay. Can you hear me now? Can you see me
yeah,
now?
was it okay, or you keep going in and out?
Yeah. Am I good now?
Yes.
Okay. Somebody kept calling, and
Ah, okay. So they knocked you out, knocked you off.
okay,
And yeah, you guys are commenting in Instagram. That's really weird. Why it's not picking up the comments from Instagram?
it's not. I can. Well, yeah, it's not picking it up on there, but I can see the.
But it's
I.
picking it up from YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
and I believe it's picking it up from Facebook.
Yeah, it's picking up YouTube and Facebook. I'm going back and forth to Instagram. I was tapped into Instagram, um, but when I got a call, it knocked me off.
Oh yeah, no worries. So
Yeah.
So here we go. Heather just said, because I'm gonna read the comment. Heather said, um, she said, I'm learning this. You know what I mean? About this whole thing as far as finding out who you really are, coming to know who you really are, right? Um, she said, she said, Shaman already said it. But you know, here's the thing about it. Oh, Shannon said, now when people say, tell me about yourself, I look at them like, you want to know about my essence or the experience I'm having in this lifetime?
Mm-hmm.
Because boy, oh boy, oh boy, right?
This experience, boy, oh boy, oh boy, for
Yeah.
real.
And then, you know, Heather was like, full moon, right? Because yeah, that's how vast we are as beings. We are actually beyond this realm. We have the capability of tapping into wisdom and knowledge. We have it inside of us, and it's way beyond this realm, right? So, to know the essence of who you really are, look, here's some of the things that are really gonna um, hopefully clarify some things for you if you were wondering, man, you know, I've been thinking about trying to do this or what have you, or I feels like, man, I'm getting pulled to this, but I'm just not sure. I don't know. Okay, so here we go, right? What's really going on? Who is this really for, right? And
Mm-hmm.
how does this really work? Okay. Well, the ancient medicines allow you to tap in extremely deep. You're able to go into the spiritual realm and uncover the roots of your pain. You are now going to the core root of any causes for trauma, right? You going in. And here, R.L. Stevenson said, I saw my higher self and it was beyond words. It was awesome and a bit scary. See what I'm saying? It's so vast.
Yeah.
We're so vast as beings that it's mind blowing. It's like, what? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. It's
So
a beautiful process, though. I know that.
yeah. So for one, you know, this is for you if you want to actually just go in deep. If you really, for the first time, really want to tap in deep into the spiritual realm and uncover the roots of your pain, which is any just trauma, right? Stuff that's been on you. This is a really good way to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In this environment, in a situation where you are now in sacred ceremony, right? Now, and people always ask this question, well, how it helps you experience personal breakthroughs, right? It dissolves emotional blockages that you had stuck for years, all in one session. It, in essence, if it doesn't totally dissolve it, it now brings it to your awareness, and you may receive instructions or guidance and be pointed in a direction to be able to now go on your healing path about the thing that has been holding you back for years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can we get an amen, an ashe, or a I ho for that? Right?
I shade. I
Yeah.
hope.
Yeah. Because that's how it's really going down. Watch this. Why would you actually want to come to a ceremony? Because it helps you receive healing on every level, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. I am here because of sacred ceremony and integrating. I am here. I have had physical ailments and physical negative things that were actually inside of me come out of me in sacred ceremony.
Yeah. We getting some eye shades and some eye holes
Yeah.
around.
Okay. And you know, when I say, and I always tell the people in the space, I'm always grateful. I'm extremely appreciative, and I have a lot of gratitude for being in the midst at that moment. because I understand where it is that I came from, where my family came from when we were looking at staring at a whole different circumstance, right? Here it is.
Whole different circumstance.
Understand that when you go into sacred ceremony, this is how this can bring you clarity. The medicine has a way of leading you to your purpose, and it gives you a sense of direction. It puts you on the path of your purpose.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see. We do got some ashes up in the his naive,
Mm-hmm. And then
right?
we got some ashe, ashe. We got some ashe, I hold. All of that. I just want to talk. Since you were talking about the ancient, the ancientness, you
Hmm.
of this medicine and how it helps to tap you in deep spiritually. Another way that it helps you tap in deep spiritually is that it taps you into your subconscious mind,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
So you have your conscious mind. That's what we're moving about with now. We're conscious. We up. We know if we look over there, that's the damn corner of the room. You know how to consciously get to your bathroom. You're moving about like muscle memory. We're awake. We're conscious, right? You have that mind, your subconscious mind. And then you have your subconscious mind. You move about in your conscious mind from what's written in your subconscious mind, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
For sure.
So your conscious mind, I just talked to you about what your conscious mind is, but let me talk to you about what your subconscious mind is. Hey, Buddha blessing. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all for the ones that are coming in
Thank you so much.
Instagram and giving us y'all time while we explain, what these medicines are and about, tapping in about what we're doing at this Michigan retreat. Um, but you have your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind, even though your conscious mind sleeps, when you go to sleep, your conscious mind sleeps. You're not conscious of what's going on, right? And so the funny thing is not funny. It's not
Hmm.
funny actually what I'm getting ready to say, but uh for the last like week or so, I was like, yeah, I'm missing this pickle popcorn, right? Like it's seasonal at Trader Joe's, and we missing it. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna dehydrate. So we're gonna make my own. We're gonna dehydrate some pickles, and we just gonna make our own pickle popcorn. So we kept forgetting to get the pickles. Now we finally got the pickles. Now last night I got ready to do it, but I had never did it before, and my conscious mind said to grab wax paper, right, and put it because I have a like a Breville oven.
Hmm.
So in this Breville oven, you can do everything. You can proof, you can hydrate, you can air fry, you can bake, or you can do all this stuff in this thing. So I had never dehydrated. So I said, I'm gonna dehydrate, but I grabbed the wax paper and I put the wax paper in there. And as I got ready, because I put it on 12 hours at a very, very low temperature. And so when I closed up the uh the Breville oven before I hit start, my subconscious mind said, hold up,
Hmm.
you use wax paper. You didn't use parchment paper. So the difference in the wax paper and parchment paper is that if you use wax paper, what can happen is the wax can melt and now the paper turns to fire, turns to fire.
Hmm.
But parchment paper, is what you can bake. It can withstand temperatures up to, I believe, like 450 or something like that.
Yeah, can you say it? Paper? Paper. Get it?
Parchment paper can go in the oven. So my conscious mind got parchment paper and wax paper mixed up,
Hmm.
right? I was just moving about with muscle memory. But my subconscious mind was like, hold up
Mm-hmm.
a minute. And I said, oh, you know what? I think I better take these pickles off. Because one thing that could have happened is, what probably would have happened is, when we went to sleep and our conscious mind was asleep, we went
Ooh-wee.
to our subconscious mind, but we knew what the hell was going on. But my subconscious mind tapped in.
That's deep.
It's your subconscious mind that has recorded every experience that you've ever had in this life, previous lives. It is experience. It is literally the mind of God. And it can bring to your remembrance what it needs to bring to your remembrance at that time. Because I was just moving. Muscle memory, a whole chef that ain't never dehydrated before and just got mixed up. And so now, um, this ancient man is able to tap you into your subconscious mind that has recorded everything. So we talk to people all the time that say that they go to, like, they house therapy and all that, and that's a beautiful thing, right? You should go talk to somebody, talk about the things that you need to talk about, release the things that you need to release. But you can only talk about the things that you remember.
Mm-hmm.
This medicine goes beyond what you think you know and
Hmm.
what you remember.
Yeah,
It takes you beyond that.
here
And
it
so,
is.
huh?
No, I just wanted to read this out loud because RL said super consciousness is where intuitive thinking happens. I'm just going to say her name. This is Rochelle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. I could just tell by the verbiage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
So that super consciousness is where you can lock into your intuition. And that's when, we all need that to be, we need to be more tapped into that. That's
Hmm.
like, it is like a superpower.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, it really is. You know what I mean? Because it's just uh-oh. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, I got thrown off because I looked down at this Instagram screen and you was talking in your hand. So it's a delay. So you was talking, I couldn't hear you, and I'm like, wait a minute, hold on, wait, let me look up here. You look kind of dark.
Dark. Yeah. I was thinking about that and I'm like, maybe I need to do something about that. I don't even understand why.
Black.
Huh?
I know you black, but you ain't that black.
I know. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I need to sit all the way back. I don't know. Hold on.
Do something. Let do
Right.
something.
Hold on.
Anyway, while he is away for whatever he doing, maybe he's going to get a light. I don't know what he's doing, but just want to talk a little bit more about this medicine. And so why we like to facilitate and do some retreats where we do psilocybin the first day and Bufo the second day is when you do it that way. I hear Zeno walk running down them stairs. These stairs so fast. You in here to what? You come to get a light?
Yeah. Do we have another one?
Yeah, we do. Are you gonna know how to set it up?
Where is it?
It's in there in the closet over there. It's back. It's back in there to the right. Mm-mm. It's to the right. It's in the circle bag, all the way to the right. Look by the shoe thing.
Oh my gosh. You got to do all of this.
Yeah, you got to put it together. Do you know how to put it together? You don't know how to put it together. Is Ray Sean here? Ask Ray Sean to put it together. He's not. Oh, okay. Don't worry about it. Just go upstairs and look dark. That's all. Just go up there and look dark. It's okay.
Really? That's I'm gonna try to work on this real quick.
Oh my God. Well, don't do it in there because you're gonna be loud.
No, I'll mute my mic.
Okay. All right. So he's gonna try to put this light together while I while I talk. Y'all see how these technical difficulties be jumping off, and all we be trying to do is alive. But I have a light on me, so on a light on him. That's hilarious, babe. I don't know if you can hear me yet, but Mark
Yes.
said you are a man of mystery. Exactly.
Who said that, Margaret?
Mark said. But
Yes, yes, I am, Margaret. You know, you have already we're connected, okay?
right. Look,
Listen,
I was like, ask Peanut. I know, look, Peanut done got geeked because Peanut done finally went and put some air in the tires. We have these electric bikes. And so he finally put some air in the tire. And so Peanut is on the road right now on that bike. He been on that bike going out at 30 at night. I'm about to go for a bike ride at 10:30. Okay. So he out there.
he didn't rolled out. He just like this is my life right now. So
Yeah. But anyway, um I like to do some of these retreats sometimes to where we work with psilocybin the first night because with that you are putting in work. And don't get me wrong, I have some people to uh that come to me and they want to experience Bufo for the first time, right? And don't get me wrong, because some people, really should experience Bufo for their first uh ceremony. Like for real. It depends on the individual and what the individual is going through and what the individual is trying to break out of. All the situations are different, right? But like I said, Bufo is harder to integrate than psilocybin, and that's what we're gonna talk about in this too. But do you have the link? You did it?
well, I'm just trying to see now if I guess I just need to come back down. But here's the thing though. I just want to do this because I actually put see, here's the thing. I'm like a producer of this whole situation and it may suck right now, but I put some work into this. So I'm doing this right now. Yes, I'm doing this right now. You guys see that QR code? I know what have we been talking about, Bay?
The Michigan?
Right. The Michigan Sacred Plant Medicine Weekend Retreat. Who is it for? Just a really neat situation because now we just live in a world of technology. There's always these new great things, and this is a new feature. We can add the QR code. So as we're talking about this whole situation, guess what? You can just scan it. Take your phone, your camera, hold your arm still, and catch the image, and then some information is going to pop up. You hit that link, and then you'll be able to go in and see exactly what we have going on. If you really want to catch this one, we got some options for you.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's not, let me say that link I believe also takes you to I think all of the ceremonies and retreats that we have
Right.
available, mistaken. But anyway,
So I'm gonna leave that there while I come down and then grab the stand.
okay, you can make the screen smaller while you go and grab the stand. The stand? You didn't have the stand up there with you? Oh my God. Here he come running down the stairs again. You didn't have the stand? No, we have two stands. I don't know, babe. You gotta look in there and see. It's Lord have mercy. You may have to just prop the light up on the floor and lift it up. I don't know. I don't want you to spend so much time trying to figure out how to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, you gonna prop it up with that?
I mean,
Okay, go ahead. Do what you gotta do.
I know I'm dark and handsome, but dang.
Okay, you said okay. We see you now. Good. So again, some people should experience Bufo first. It depends on what's going on, in their lives. But if you've never experienced a sacred medicine that lifts the veil and takes you on a spirit journey to help you kind of understand what's going on a little bit more as far as you awakening, having an awakening. Um,
Is this better? I don't know.
a little bit,
Okay.
a little. I want to see what it looks like on the when it shows up on the Instagram screen because it's like a delay. Oh yeah, that is. It looks. Yeah, it looks better.
Yeah.
It looks better on that. Okay, cool. Look at you. You know, went up there and done and rigged some stuff.
Hey.
But not
So
other. We'll have the other thing, the stand up there. So anyway, I'm just breaking down for them. About Bufo and psilocybin. I just looked to the side and who's riding the bike past the window.
yes.
But anyway, but when someone comes and sits with Bufo, Bufo is an awakening that like no other. Bufo is an awakening like no other. I said it is a complete disillusion of ego. I don't care if you've experienced psilocybin before. I don't care if you've experienced ayahuasca before. Um, Combo, peyote, Pedro, like cacao, any of these, it does not matter. It is a different awakening. It is an instant knowing. Heather said, yes, like no other, like no other. And so, in an instant, you awaken to the truth, truth, the wow, the oh my God, the what, the are you serious? Your ego is literally like, what the F?
hmm
It's like, hold up, wait a minute. But it ain't no more hold up, wait a minute, because you're in it. Now, with the psilocybin, you're working for 6 to 7 hours. With the Bufo, it's very, very, very quick, 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes. It is an intense, takes you to source. You don't have to do the work that you had to do with the psilocybin. You don't have to put in the work that you had to put in with the psilocybin. With the Bufo, you just surrender. I tell people to, this is what I say when people take Bufo. I say, listen, no matter what you hear, no matter what you see, no matter what you feel,
yes.
lay back, surrender, and let God take you. Because what happens, it is a soul snatching. You go to source. And so in that surrender with Bufo, stuff just fall off of you. Stuff just fall off of you. But with both medicines, what's going to be revealed is what's going on inside of your universe. The things that need to change in your universe. The things that you need to work on in that universe and the things to integrate. And so Bufo, you're not going to remember everything that happened, although you're going to remember that experience for the rest of your life.
hmm
There's been many times where I've been um on a Bufo journey in the B100, even though I love everybody, I didn't come back. But it's literally because with both medicines, they both have a time limit. That's another thing that we talk about in ceremony, and I said multiple
Yeah.
times.
Had to say it like no other.
Yeah, I say it over and over again. And I have the people repeat it. The medicine has a time limit. The medicine has a time limit. The medicine has a time limit. And
Yeah.
so how we why we break them up sometimes to do both is because for somebody that may want to come to do Bufo, that person that needs to come to Bufo first is a person that's just so attached to their ego.
Mm-hmm.
And the ego is the I of the self. I am this. I'm like this because that. I'm this. I'm that. I'm. Me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm like this because of that. And so they stand so strong in that ego. They have to have a disillusion of the ego to kind of bring
Mm-hmm.
it back to take them to the spiritual realm, but really ground them so they can really truly know, who they are. One person that has done Bufo several times is Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is somebody that's tapped into
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
his ego. He had
Yes.
he had
Right.
his ego to be the heavyweight champion of the world,
Right.
right? Because if he wasn't, it wouldn't have been he wouldn't have been able to accomplish the things that he accomplished. And I'm not trying to be funny, but all this stuff that I've been saying it for years.
Mm-hmm.
Did he need Bufo? Did he need Bufo? He's
Wow.
dealing with Legion.
Yeah.
Did this stuff down here is spiritual, y'all. We do not wrestle against fresh flesh and blood. We literally wrestle against principalities and powers in high places. And when you look at that man, you could tell
Mm-hmm.
he dealing with Legion, but he's still a creation of God, no matter what.
Right.
We all still come from source, no matter what. Source has still created light and dark, which are both necessary to create balance in the spiritual world. But we all have free will what to tap into.
Mm-hmm.
It's happened that he chose to tap into what he chose to tap into. And for him to get free, he's gonna have to release all of that.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like Diddy needs Ibogaine, Diddy needs Iben, Diddy needs Bufo. You know what I'm saying? Diddy needs Combo,
Mm-hmm. The detox. Get some stuff out of his system.
ayahuasca. Diddy need all of them.
Yeah, he need a lot of medicines in order
It's
to bring him back to a state of homeostasis and balance because it's just
it's so
a lot
many
going on.
attached, so many spiritual energies and entity that's attached.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm not trying to make this about him. So let me go ahead and just go on back to whatever the hell we talking about. I just want
Okay.
to, give y'all, an example of somebody that could be like
A
stuck
good candidate.
their ego. She said the full earthly spiritual cocktail. For real, but not all at the same time. You don't want to give them to them all at the same time.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? We don't want to give them all at the be a deadly uh
Right.
earthly spiritual cocktail.
Right.
Okay, not
Right. Right.
that.
So I like to break down um again three aspects that we hit on earlier, and I want to do some rapid fire information on that, right? Of how this would really help. Um she said, Rochelle said, look, a regimen. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Just put a regimen together for him.
He need a
Yeah,
regimen, but I don't know if he gonna be able to get that regimen right now. But
right.
yeah.
Yeah. So here's the thing again. This uh this stuff that we move in is ancient. These ancient medicines that they allow you to tap in extremely deep, and you're able to go into the spiritual realm. You're actually going into what Jesus talked about as far as the kingdom is at hand. It is within you, so you're able to go inside of your kingdom, and which is a part of the spiritual realm, and you're able to uncover right the roots of your pain. And when you do this, you're able to go in and take care of some things, right? And so I mentioned it. I said that you'd be able to take care of this emotionally, spiritually, and physically. But uh, I'm gonna talk about at least two of these, and I'm gonna run them down real quick. Okay. So I'm gonna start with the spiritual effects. Once you come into the space and you are now exposed to and you have taken right uh, any one of these that we talked about, the God molecule or what I'm saying, the plant medicine, then this is what happens. There's an enhanced connection that takes place. What am I talking about? See, many participants they experience a deep sense of connection to either nature, the universe, and or a higher power, right? We just gonna give it a blanket statement for everybody's positioning, right? It doesn't matter if you were atheist and you didn't believe at all. When they tap in, one of the spiritual effects is being able to connect. There's a deep connection emotionally. It's an enhanced spiritual connection that takes place. And so you receiving deep rooted answers to questions and clearing trauma and blockages. That's a really good advantage to have and a really good reason for a person to show up and to come into the space, right? Okay, here's another spiritual effect. What happens is that there's a mystical experience that takes place. So this then can create an experience that is described most times by participants as very mystical. It's a transcendental experience and it's bringing feelings of unity. Watch this, holiness and sacredness. That's deep. So, this is what happens, right, when a person does this. Here we go. The third spiritual effect that I want to talk about is now a person is able to gain spiritual insight. And so participants often gain these deep insights into their own lives and start to tap into some spiritual beliefs, leading to personal transformation. Now, watch this. Integration is key within this process post ceremony. Because what happens? You're going to start receiving a ton of downloads and information after you come out of the ceremony. I told you you'd be walking away scratching your head like, wow, so did that happen? That did happen. I saw this. I wonder what that means. When I saw this symbol, I don't know. I was seeing the colors that I've never seen before. And I was hearing a voice and it was telling me exactly what I needed to know about X, Y, and Z. Like, so it's all of these things that's going to cause you to literally kind of pull and tug on more for you to find out more and to begin to fill in those holes, right? So now watch this. We went over the spiritual effects. Let's go over the mental and the
Well, hold on.
psychological effects.
Before you talk about the mental and psychological effects, I
Mhm.
just want a little bit to go a little deeper too about the spiritual aspect, so y'all can kind of understand what.
Okay.
Okay, what we're talking.
Mhm.
So another way that it taps you in spiritually is uh, it can connect you to your spirit guides and your ancestors, right? Um, you
Wow.
know, spirit guides. It could be your animal
Mhm.
spirit.
Mhm.
It can be an elemental spirit. It can be another being from another dimension, Your spirit guide is also your higher self.
Hmm.
When you're trying to heal, see, a lot of people, you'll hear when a lot of people talk about connecting to your ancestors. Oh, when you connect, you want to connect to your healed ancestors. Call on your healed ancestors. Yes, call on your healed ancestors, but also call on your unhealed, because those unhealed ancestors are still, their essence and their information is still down on earth, but their spirits is in the spiritual, and they understand what they didn't understand when they was in those bodies. So you want to be able to tap into it, because if you are on this path, then you're here to be the one to break those generational curses. It's not just about you. You have ancestral DNA flowing through your veins, whether you like it
Hmm.
or not. You derive from somebody, your mother, her mother, her mother, her mother, her mother, her mother. And it goes on and on and on and on. And so those ancestors are in line to come back. They don't want to come back to what they were in before. They want to be in a healed bloodline. So they're waiting to tap into with you so that they could tell you and show you what needs to be healed, because it's in your DNA too.
Hmm.
It's in your bloodline. And so it helps to tap you in and give you a deeper spiritual connection, on that level. And in that, it helps to connect you to what your higher calling, higher purpose is. Okay, that's all I want to say, about that. I
Oh,
hope.
that was good. That was good. As a matter of fact, we're gonna switch it up because I gave y'all the Detroit Lion theme QR code. Ha! So we getting ready to go into the Michigan Wolverine QR code. Same thing. Switch it up a little bit. And this is a good segue, so that way we can get off into the mental and again psychological effects of this. So here it is now. What happens when you get into the sacred space and you end up being exposed to these medicines? What happens? One thing that happens is there is an increased openness that takes place. It can lead to increased openness, and now you open up a new level of creativity in your mind. It helps people think outside of their usual patterns. Now, on a scientific level, I can really go into this and really break it down. But the short version of this is that when a person then ingests the medicine, uh, there's something, a system within the brain called the limbic system, which is connected to all of the basic needs of an individual. We're talking about fear, those basic emotions, all of that stuff, right? Happiness, joy. Um, you need to eat. You need to survive the fight or flight mode. All of those different things are found within the limbic system. And so what happens is uh, one medicine is able to kind of break that down, and then it allows you to tap in to, right? It gives you access to the subconscious. So all of the main things that we literally on some level we operate from, regardless to whatever station we are in life, we're operating from, somewhere within the limbic system on some level, if you follow me, right? And so to be able to now tap in, you're opening a door of creativity. And what's happening on a scientific level is that new neural pathways are now being connected and formed from the left hemisphere of the brain to the right hemisphere, analytical side of the brain to the subconscious side of the brain. And now it's tapping in. See, there's normal disorder that takes place in the mind, in everyone's mind. I'm going to repeat that. There is such a thing as normal disorder in the minds of human beings. And this medicine is the way that it is built and constructed. It now brings organization to the level of disorder that takes place in the mind by creating these new neural pathways. This is how we hear about, and we've seen reports and scientific information relative to people that were addicted to drugs and addicted to certain negative behavioral patterns, totally now just go cold turkey from hardcore narcotics, or if they were gambling or what have you, right? They just totally make a 180-degree turnaround and go the opposite direction. This isn't magic, even though it is all magical. There is a scientific base and foundation to this, right? And so the top universities within the world have been studying this, and this is exactly what they found out, is that it can help regulate some of these things: anxiety, depression, PTSD, just to name a few, addictions, all of these different things. It is very possible for someone to now move into a more positive behavioral pattern from where they were. Okay. So now that's one. Here it is. Two, mental clarity. Normally, what happens is that people receive mental clarity. Participants often report heightened clarity of thought and a new perspective on personal issues and life goals. We see this a lot in ceremony. We're talking about relationship wise, career wise, there's all these different things. People are like going to work, and to everybody else, it seems like they have the perfect life or they have the perfect relationship. But only that individual really knows exactly what's going on internally with them, right? And so we hear this a lot inside of this, the sacred space, when they come out of it and we do an integrative time frame, we allot that. Then people are like, yo, like I hate my career, or I hate my job. It's like, yo, I know I should be doing something different. And we're like, yo, that's great. If the medicine is showing you that, then you need to step into that gradually. Don't blow your life up, right? From having this profound awakened moment in your life.
Apple.
That's not how we move, right? We move in steps. And if you can move gradually, unless you're actually positioned that way, we still wouldn't tell you. If you had all the money in the world and all the connections, we're still going to say, yo, you need to move gradually to that, so that that way, right, you can process what you've just discovered.
Mhm. And even though you move gradually, what you do in integration, what's happening is that you're still truly quantum leaping.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because you'll have you'll have up for you, a lot sooner.
Oh,
For your
Margaret said, well, you're no fun. Of course, that would be fun, on some level, right? It would be fun to just go, damn it, I'm leaving. And sometimes, guess what? Let's just be honest. Most people have been dealing with and have been confined to a level of place. What am I saying? Is that a word? Placency?
complacency.
Complacency, where it's like years and years have gone by and they know they should have made a different move. They should have made a different turn in life. It's been nudging on them day after day after day. They get into the space, they have this awakening, because now the limbic system is now able to be accessed. Those walls are lowered, and now you're connected to the subconscious mind. Boom, you're now tapped into your kingdom. And now the medicine is talking. The medicine is its own level of intelligence and technology. It has been here on this planet for billions of years. So it's able to talk to you, baby, and go, hey, 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 you know what? This is what it really is. From a place of love, not to punish you, but to let you know, hey, you know what? you keep doing this, then this is gonna happen. I remember one time, and my wife and I, we were on a light journey, and the medicine spoke to me and said, "To the degree in which you lean, you shall receive. To the degree in which you lean, you shall receive." And I just thought, wow, I've I've heard this before, but it was the way that the medicine had delivered it to me that woke me up to whatever it is that I decide to do, and I lean into that decision. I'm going to receive the results and everything surrounding that,
Mm.
all of the properties surrounding that. So if I'm leaning towards and in something negative that will harm me, that is the total outcome of what I'm going to receive. Everything that is circling that planet, that solar system, everything in it that comes along with it, if I lean into that, that's what I'm going to receive.
Mm.
Rochelle said, that's exactly where I am right now. I walk in gratitude for where I am. But I'm also ready to make new moves. Exposure to new ideas and opportunities are manifesting, and I accept. That's beautiful, right? And there's a way to be able to move about that. You don't have to blow your life up in order to meet that, right? And walk in that timeline. That comes along with integration. And so these are just some of the things that take place, but isn't that beneficial if you really think about it, like if you really were to think about it, right?
Mm.
Here it is, one more real quick. The mental and psychological effect is there's a therapeutic potential in this. Studies have shown that in order for it to be effective in treating depression, anxiety, and PTSD, it enables patients to process trauma and difficult emotions. I'm going to repeat that last part. When they come into ceremony, dealing with these medicines, when you come in, it allows a person, right, to process the trauma, and it allows them to deal with those difficult emotions surrounding it. So there's a cushion of love and support that you receive just from now going through the experience, for you to be able to deal with it and confront it and to process that.
Mhm.
Again, it is all about integration and what you do afterwards. That's going to really make the difference. And it reminds me of this just because, again, it comes from a Christian background, right? So a lot of times when you read the word, then you read something where Jesus healed somebody and then he would tell them, now, don't go back to doing what you were doing before lest you get into a worse situation. I understand that even more now. It sounded like, something real quick, something real smooth for somebody to say, hey, you know what? Don't go back to the same thing you was doing before, bro. No, in essence, Jesus was like, you need to integrate. You really need to integrate now. Keep this vibration in this frequency. You're feeling real high. You know what I'm saying? You didn't broke some stuff off of you now. You need to stay on this vibration, lest you go back and you get into a worse situation. So that's the warning that he gave a lot of times when he performed miracles in some instances, and you can go back in and read that, right? Now, last thing that I want to hit, which is the third thing, the emotional effects, the emotional release that people experience inside of the space. It can help participants access and release repressed emotions, leading to emotional healing, which equates to what? Freedom. People come out of the space and they're like, oh man, a weight has lifted. I feel free. Margaret said, look, I feel that, right? That's beautiful. Here it is. Aries Moon said, yes, that's 100% true, right? Because I really understand it now. It was kind of lost on certain things, but now she understands that. That emotional release is so important because we are emotional beings as well. Here's another take on that, something else that happens. Enhanced Empathy, what is that?
Hmm.
I'll break it down. There's often an increased sense of empathy and compassion for oneself and others. So now we've had and dealt with people that have come through and dealt with some serious issues. Again, I always compare the church to this. So when people go into the church, they're like, yo, you know what? They don't mind getting on the microphone and sharing that this is what happened to them. And they believe in God to do this and that. Or they're stating now that God has blessed them from this because they were dealing with this issue. Same thing when they come into space. People have had some serious generational curses and some things that have taken place in their lives and it has hit them. Being able to have empathy and just compassion and love for yourself in it. And also the medicine is able to allow you to now look at the people that were involved that inflicted that trauma on you and go, oh man, I have so much empathy and understanding because now I understand why they did what they did, how it even came about. Right? Here it is. Rochelle said, we tap into the frequency of unconditional love. So we're not sensitive, right? And extend more grace to individuals. We're more sensitive. I knew what you was writing when you said that. Last thing I want to touch about this particular effect, the emotional effect. Joy and peace. Many participants experience deep feelings of joy, peace, and contentment during and after the experience. That's why it's important to integrate and keep your frequency high. This is why we tell people all the time, yo, like, we are a resource over here. This isn't the only thing that we do. Source has allowed us and tapped us in and guided us into ways where people can actually keep their vibration and frequency high, right? Dealing with the microdosing caps, getting into the chakra and mirror working course. That's some deep work right there. You still are now utilizing tools. We have tools. It's people that's been on this inside of this live that have received readings, spiritual manifestation readings, all types of readings. Put them on the pathway. They feel like, yo, I need to be led. This is the same thing again that people do when they go to church. They're looking to their pastor or their bishop or their apostle or their minister or whoever, their spiritual counselor, to help give them some guidance. When they set up the meeting, guess what? You got a serious situation going on and you trying to set up a meeting with the person that's in leadership and they like, he booked up, she booked up for 2-3 months. But
Mm-hmm.
you got a situation going on right now.
Yeah.
So I'm saying this is all accessible, right? And it's a resource and tools that you can tap into to keep that vibration high. Overall, this type of setting, doing ceremonies and retreats, the way that we do it, moving in what it is that we move in, it is for spiritual, mental, psychological, and emotional growth overall, right? The sacred plant medicine provides pathways for healing and transformation and a deeper understanding of yourself and actually your connection to your creator. Without a doubt. You come out of the ceremony and you like, oh my gosh. Please, somebody, if you really hearing me and understand me and you really know that what I'm saying is 100% the truth. Because this isn't fluff. We've seen the results in our lives and are seeing the results in our lives as we speak. Or should she say, yes, others notice that you're on another frequency. And they try to disrupt it and neutralize it by trying to irritate you even more. It makes them very uncomfortable. We have to guard our hearts after ceremony, is what she said. That's so true.
So true.
You got to have your mind made up and be like, yo, like, this is what's happening. I just intentionally went in for myself because I had some stuff I was dealing with, and now I'm gonna go in and get some answers. I might be a little afraid, or I might be a little hesitant. I might be somewhat curious. I might even have some expectations. But at the end of the day, when you go through it, if you make the commitment to go through it and to then hold on to your experience and work it out afterwards, you're gonna do what we call quantum leap. It's inevitable.
Hmm.
So this is who it's for. There you go, babe.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, I'm looking all over the place because y'all know I'm looking over here, Instagram, Facebook.
Hmm.
I'm trying to go through and look at, all of y'all so that I can give all of y'all
Yeah.
at
Thank
time.
you, Heather.
But um the things that these retreats that we hold. Right now I'm talking about this Michigan retreats, but this Michigan retreat, but it's the same for the medicine, like overall. And know, the things that these medicines help you with is things like Zeno talked about earlier, helping you to release deep emotional trauma. Trauma that you know about, trauma that you don't know about, trauma that you are dealing with in this life, and trauma that you may have dealt with in previous lives. May even be trauma that your ancestors has dealt with, right? We've had people in ceremonies where their mother or their father or their grandmother or somebody had passed away, right, into the from this physical realm into the spiritual realm. And when they were tapped into the medicine, they were tapped into their grief and the trauma that they've dealt with. We just did a retreat in Atlanta
Who we?
where all our ancestors showed up. They showed up. And when I say ancestors was in the ground, their essence that was still in the earth was speaking to us. We had conversations with them and we were tapped into their trauma from so long ago.
Hmm.
Right? And we had to help walk them through their trauma while their bodies and essence was still in the earth, to let them know that we forgot about them.
Mm. Woo.
See the change on their face and how it lit up and how the tears and the laughter and everything came in the room when they found that out. They are not forgotten. And we
Mm.
had to help them to walk through some forgiveness because someone was like, no, I ain't trying to forgive. No, no, I'm not doing it. We had to walk them through that too. But all this was in ceremony.
Hmm.
Another way, that this can help is it, like we also talked about earlier, is connecting to your higher consciousness.
Hmm.
When you're in these bodies, we have limitations, right? But when you're tapped into your subconscious mind that has recorded everything, the mind of God, your higher self, your kingdom, now you're tapping into much higher consciousness, realms of consciousness, right? And because of that, when you're tapped in, it helps to do something called rewiring negative thought patterns.
Hmm.
Excuse me, I had to burp. But it helps to change negative uh, thought patterns. We talked about creating new neural pathways in the brain. Like literally, it's like one overnight journey can be equal to like 25 years of therapy. And no matter where you go, whatever vibration you're in that medicine, your vibration is going to raise, and you're going to feel absolutely amazing.
Yes.
True, because what you're doing is you're accessing your subconscious mind. You connect and you have a
Hmm. Okay, so I don't know what happened. I'm gonna interrupt because it's like, oh, maybe someone is
okay, there we
saw me.
go. I
Yep.
think we just came back, but I can't talk. Let me see if I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you, but we're unable to see you right now. Your screen went black.
Okay, I can barely hear you.
Okay.
Weird that's
I
just
think you're
going
getting ready.
on
Now,
because
there you
now
go.
my
You're back
screen
online.
went out. I don't understand what's going on. Can you hear me? Can you hear me through the screen?
Yes.
Okay, I can't hear you.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna talk. Can you hear me?
Can y'all hear both of us? I just want to make sure because the screen I saw the screen both screens go black.
Yep. I'm finna go back into it just to see.
I cannot hear you. Did you make a mistake and hit mute? Do you need to unmute your mic back?
No, you can. My mic is unmuted. Margaret said yes.
If y'all can hear us, put some ones in the chat if you can hear both of us.
Margaret said yes, both.
Yes, both as in you can hear both of us, or
Yes, she can hear both of
you
us.
can't hear both of us. If y'all can hear both of us, oh, can hear
Heather
both
said
of
I can
y'all,
hear both of y'all.
but we can't hear each other. The only reason I can hear him is because he's upstairs. So I hear the vibration of what he's saying. He's directly above my head. Can you hear everything that I'm saying from the vibration? If so, babe, then we can just keep it moving.
No, I'm looking at you on the screen and I can hear you. Heather said I can hear both of y'all. Margaret
Okay,
put
I
up
can't
triple
hear
ones.
everything, but it's all good. We gonna go ahead
Heather
and
put
keep it
up
going because
five
everybody can
ones.
hear us,
Rochelle put up
you know.
ones. So
And
yes,
I'm
they can
cool with
hear
that.
us.
Um, we already talked about you connecting to your that's what we're talking about, your ancestor guides.
I'm just gonna flip the screen to see if
Yeah.
that'll help. I'm gonna do it
Um,
one more time.
and the sound is still the same. Another thing that this
Can
medicine
you put up
taps
one
you
so she can
into,
hear?
did you say something, babe?
Yeah, I just said Kenya can also. She said yes, she can hear. She put up four ones. So yes.
Okay,
Hmm.
I think I heard what you said, but
Hmm.
it's okay. This
Everything is
medicine
good. You can
also can
see
help.
me.
Okay, this medicine can also help to tap you into your physical healing
Hmm.
through cleansing and recalibration. Because another thing that's very important that that can happen in a journey, in a ceremony, and it has happened to me in some journeys. Some journeys I have been on, and the medicine showed me my health and showed me what was going on inside of my body. And it was to a point. I remember I've had a few journeys that was like that, right? But the very first journey that I had, like that, it kind of threw me for a loop because it was a part of the journey where spirit was showing me, my insides and what was going on in the inside of my body. And I was like, is this what this about to be? Because I knew what it was, well, I was a shaman at that point. And I knew what it was, and I was like, is this what this journey is gonna be about? Okay, spirit, I already know I gotta do better. Okay, I know, like, can we get to the beautiful stuff? Can we get to
Mm.
the mystical and the magical stuff? But it was like spirit was like, no, that's not what this is about. Because you forget what your intentions are. And a lot of times, my intentions would be general. I wasn't really going in for anything specific because I had gone on so many journeys that I understood that
Hmm.
the medicine is going to show up how the medicine is going to show up, and I can't fathom anyway. So my intention would usually be, look, I'm going in, remove all the blockage, whatever blockages that's not supposed to be there, whatever is holding me back from going and from ascending to my higher self. And so I'm ready for it to show up how it shows up. When it shows up, that's how it shows up. And I go through my journey. But when it showed up, I was like, really? Is this what we're doing? But at the same time, when I came out of that journey, I integrated.
Mm-hmm.
And when I integrated, I started to see a difference. And I'm not saying that I've ever felt sick or anything like that, but you can tell when your body is physically healthier.
Yes.
You don't get winded like you used to get. Your lungs are expanding better than it is. You're intentionally putting the right things in your body, and you learn more about how to become the master of yourself. It's not just about tapping in spiritually, because you are a temple. You have a temple. And we need to take care of these temples so that we can manifest and become who we are and live out our divine destinies. All of our destinies are connected to helping someone else learn some kind of lesson in some way, shape, form, or fashion.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you go into these journeys, it also helps to give you a deeper introspection of self-reflection. So you're going into your universe to tap into the things that are blocking you. You're going inside. So you're going to sit and have self-reflection. Now, when you do that, it's something else that comes from that. You get a renewed focus on your direction. You may not come out of the journey and saying, okay, so I got to do this, and I got to do that, and I got to do this, and I got to do that, and I got to do this. As you integrate with what you have learned and you start small, those other things will show up in your life like signs and symbols, almost like saying, turn left, go right, stop here, keep
Mm-hmm.
going. And the more you go in, what's happening is your divine destiny is literally being manifested right before your eyes. And it's on a level to where you like, damn, I didn't even know that was in me. I didn't even know I had these gifts. I didn't even know that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And a lot of times it comes from your higher self tapping you on your shoulder saying, this is not where you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a different place. You know. You're supposed to be in a different place. So
That,
you're not there. So let me keep putting these blocks over here. Let me
yeah,
keep showing you that you're not happy over here. And hopefully one day you'll make that left turn and you'll walk through that door.
yeah. Yvette,
Oh,
and she
Yvette
said,
said, Stacy and I are ready. Yeah, you are. You are. You signed up for the Michigan retreat. It's a beautiful thing. And this retreat is going to be absolutely amazing.
mm-hmm.
Did
It
you, and
always
I don't want to
is.
talk, too long. I know it's getting later and stuff, on with EST time. um Rochelle said, yes, yes, your scroll is unfolding right before your eyes. The contract becomes more evident. Exactly. The contract and the contracts. Can we just talk about just the people that you go on the journey with?
Mm.
How you connect to them. You are connected to them in some way, shape, form, or fashion.
Mm-hmm.
They are a part of a team.
Mm-hmm.
They are a part of a team that was there to help you, show you whatever lesson. whatever lesson. And it can show up in different ways and in different aspects of your life.
Wow.
Excuse me. You just have to be willing and open to walk into that destiny.
Yeah. Again, for individuals who have yet to even view and see what's going on in regards to the Michigan retreat, want to give you that opportunity.
Baby, can you do me a favor? I don't mean to
Yes.
cut you off, but can you do me a favor?
Uh-huh.
Can you open up the door in the room? And I'm gonna open up the door in this room because I cannot hear you. All I'm hearing is like you
I wonder
sounding
why you
like
aren't able
Charlie
to hear
Brown
me.
teacher.
Okay. Okay. So now hopefully you can hear me a little bit better now.
Okay, yeah, I think I can hear you better now.
Okay, good. So for individuals that want to have the opportunity to literally get more information, to take a look at what it is that we're talking about, you see the QR code in between my wife and I right now. I went on ahead and put the Detroit Lions color theme for especially those individuals that live in Michigan, right? I know y'all excited at least about the Lions. The Lions have done some amazing things, bring some energy, some positive energy back into the city for sure. um, Here's the thing. Pull up your camera. You know what I'm saying? Hold your hand steady. Boom. The information, the link is going to pop up. Click that link and you'll be able to see all of the ceremonies and or retreats and gain some information. Not just about the Michigan retreat, but some of the other ceremonies and things that we have going on. So by all means do that, right? At least taking a look is free, right? For you to be able to see what's going on. But if it resonates with you, anything that we've been talking about, because at the end of the day, we are talking to you. We talking to you. We talking to you. If you actually been on a ceremony, you think about going again, and or you know some people that really need this, and you know that they've been talking, kind of straddling the fence or leaning towards saying that they searching for some type of answer. I really need to do something. Some people have been, in some real dark ruts, some real dark situations, and they talking, they putting some signals out there. Make a suggestion and go, look, you know what? I've gone through something that actually helped me. I'm just telling you where I was, and now I'm in a totally different position in a different place. And this is why. I know it can help you too. If you're really serious, if you're serious about doing this, this is something that can help you. Yeah. So, hmm can you hear me, babe?
Yeah, I'm looking down at the other screen because it kind of it has your what you're saying on there. So I'm just kind of trying to read,
Oh,
but
okay.
it's like a little delay so that I can kind of keep
hmm
up with what you're saying.
Okay, so it's a
I
caption
feel
going on.
like, before we get off, because I really want to be like, all right, y'all, good night, have a good night. But if y'all are on here and you have any questions before we hop off this live, then, go ahead and, type in your questions. But the bottom line is, if you know that you are ready to go to the next level, if you're ready to tap in to heal, if you're ready to tap in to remove the blockages that are standing in your way of manifesting your divine calling, your divine purpose. Uh, if you're ready to go into release trauma, known, unknown, if you're ready to go in and tap in with this ancient plant slash earth medicine or animal medicine, then you can, like he said, you can pull your phones out and pull up the QR code for any reason. If you have an issue with that, you can always click the link in our bios and tap plant medicines and retreats, and you'll be able to see what we have coming up. We have an overnight ceremony here in Los Angeles, very intimate, that is coming up on the 28th of September. Then we have this retreat, this Sacred Plant Medicine in Bufo retreat that is happening in Michigan, October the 25th through the 28th. And then we also have our Sacred Plant Medicine retreat that is coming up November 8th through the 10th, that is happening in Portland, Oregon. I really literally just really emailed that Portland. We literally only have 2 spaces left for Portland. So that is literally about to be sold out in 2 seconds. But Rochelle said, you mentioned that this may be your last retreat in Michigan. Do you mean permanently? I'm not gonna say permanently, because spirit shows up how
Mm-hmm.
spirit shows up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And things don't always show up how you expect it. You know, in my mind, I would like to say permanently. Right? In my mind.
Mm-hmm.
But who knows? It may not be the case later on, but yeah, I'm really feeling like this may be my last retreat that I do in Michigan. Michigan is my hometown. I love Michigan. Uh, before I came back to doing these healing retreats, um, I was going back to Michigan every 4 weeks for almost 10 years to do my clients before I retired a few years ago from being an esthetician. And so that I can do this full time, Spirit kept saying, like, look, you trying to do all this, and every time you going back to Michigan, you holding on to an old dream. Like, are you going to continue to hold on to that old dream, or are you going to close that door so that you can walk into a new door? And so this is where I'm at a point in my life. Zeno is at a point in his life to where we are walking through new doors. We're walking through new doors, and just like we teach people to surrender to what spirit is doing in their lives, it's not a do as I say thing.
Right.
It's a do whatever the hell you want to do. But at the same time, if you want to manifest your divine destiny, you have to be able to surrender to what spirit wants and not be afraid to walk through certain doors. And it's like Michigan has been showing me that that's not it right now. So like I said, this may be my last time coming back to Michigan. So if you plan on coming to Michigan, or you live in Michigan, you want to come to Michigan, this may be the retreat for you to come to, unless you decide to go to another one.
Right. Or if you live in the surrounding area, we talking about, I'm saying, Chicago, Indianapolis, and Milwaukee, somewhere, around the surrounding area. You better try to make it, because here's the thing about it.
Well, honestly, babe.
See,
Oh, can you hear
yeah,
me?
I sure can.
Honestly, I don't even know. I don't even know where, if, or what. I'm just keeping it 100 with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
After this ceremony on the 28th, this retreat in October, and this retreat in November, I don't know what, I don't know when, I don't know. So it's just being manifested, and it is what it is as
It's in
things
the
get
unfolding. It's all good. It's in
underway
the
and
unfolding. Can you hear me?
huh?
I said, can you hear me?
You said, can I hear you?
Yeah, sound you're repeating what I'm saying. You can hear me.
I can see you, but go ahead. I can read it. I'll read what you're saying down here on the screen.
Yeah, I'm just saying that, life is in the unfolding. We have plans and we have desires to be able to do certain things, and that's how you really supposed to move in your life. But we learn how to allow spirit to have room and just do whatever it is, right? Because everybody makes decisions, everybody is doing them. And so, you know, it's just like this. Like, I planned on actually just talking about something to bring up a serious point based off of the general take of what stunts people about what it is that we're doing, right? It's a level of it not fitting into the mold of their belief system. But it's okay because I understand the universal law of resonance. So, like, whatever's going to be attracted to you and move in sync with you and harmonize with you and come in coherence with you, it is because you have a certain vibration that you're carrying, a certain frequency that you're on. And so it's going to bring along with it with those individuals that are on that same frequency. You feel me? And if people are resonating on a different vibration and frequency, then they're going to be attracted to what it is that they're resonating with and on. And so we kind of experienced that with Atlanta for a minute. And then boom, like Spirit was like, yo, I guess, it moved. The people were ready. And man, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. Michigan is our hometown. We love it. But at the same time, we also know that there's everything is spiritual. And whenever we fly in, whenever we hear people that say, "Oh man, they go to Michigan or whatever else," they saying, "Man, I just feel different. I feel it's a different energy. As soon as I ain't even the plane ain't even landed. I just feel like, oh my gosh." There's a reason for that because people are vibrating on a certain frequency. Either they're going to resonate with wanting to actually heal, wanting to do better, to have better in their lives, not just wish, hope, and have faith that one day they're going to do better, but decide that, yo, I'm going to take the steps, I'm going to take some action, I'm going to actually do what I need to do, invest in myself, or do whatever it is I need to do to make that happen because I am sick and tired of the life that I am living. Until then, they're complacent, they cool, they're comfortable in their uncomfortableness, just to keep it a buck. So until that changes, you know what I'm saying? Right now, it's looking good. But until that really changes for anybody, that actually applies to all of us, right? Here it is. Rochelle says strongholds definitely rule here. It's a crazy thing. It took me 8 years to come back to Michigan when we initially left. And when I came back, I immediately felt it in the air. I was like, back home, different energy. So I believe that ultimately, as time goes on, and what we're seeing, because it feels like change is in the air and that change is taking place in front of us. Things are being exposed. Lights are being shined and shedded on certain things. So guess what? I believe that positive change is going to come. where people would just be, it won't even be an afterthought. It'd just be like, yo, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You going to ceremony? I'm going in this weekend. I'm going in for myself so that I can be better for my family or my maid or whatever it is in my community. Like we making that change. But until then, people lean to the degree in which they lean, they're going to receive. So, man, like I said, me personally, I could have went on in and hit on some stuff, but I think my wife is really like ready to wrap it up. How y'all feel about it? You know, again, something major that I feel like we could talk about. I think it's relative. My wife begs to differ a little bit. How do y'all feel about it? I know it is getting late though. It is late. Let us know. You know what I'm saying?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
No, I'm just here. I don't know if you can see, Facebook comments. I see Isaiah said, I've been in Michigan for 36 years
Hmm.
and I feel you 100% on the energy here. I want out badly.
Hmm.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. If that's something that you desire, it's something that can be manifested. You don't desire it for nothing. It's a reason why we have the desires that we have. And it's just about getting down to the root cause of why we have those desires in the first place, why we have those gifts in the first place, why we have those talents in the first place. We come down here with these gifts and we come down here with these talents, and they have to be strengthened, sharpened, awakened to, and we have to find out why we have them. We have to find out why we have them, because we're going to have to give an account for the gifts that we and the talents that we use and that we didn't use.
Kenya said, let's get it.
Yeah.
Um, Rochelle said, I knew it and could tell that you all had detached and withdrew. I had a dream about it last week. Spirit showed me. Wow. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a level of detachment that we have to move in,
Wow.
and spirit is um kind of carving out the way in which we could still function and be more detached at the same time. So there's a restructuring and some things that's taking place. It's very uncomfortable, to be totally honest. It's very uncomfortable, but guess what? Like anything else, you go through it. And when you realize and understand who you really are, then you go through it, and you go through it with your chin up and your chest stuck out, and you like, yeah, I'm going through it because I know what's on the other side of me going through it. It may look ugly, it may feel terrible, but guess what? We go through it and we come out stronger. We come out, much more knowledgeable. You feel me? Heather said it's up for sure. But you got to stay in that vibration. You got to be able to, what I'm saying, stand on that. A lot of times when we come on here and we extra hype, people they have no idea the stuff that my wife is really dealing with, or I'm dealing with, or us as a family. Because it really, like, why should you care? Because everybody has stuff that they dealing with, right? So it wouldn't benefit you for us to be like, oh, we. No, it's, hey, let's, like Kenya said, let's get it. Heather said, it's up. Let's go.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I just want to say here, y'all know how I get here. It is 7:44, so I know in some places where we are on live, it is. I mean, I said what time did I say? Did I say 7:47 or did I?
Yes. It's 7:47 here, which
Okay,
means
I don't
in
know
some,
why I
yeah.
thought I said 7:74,
Wow.
but
Wow.
It's 7:47 here. So
Mhm.
in some places, that you guys are, it may be 9:47. In some places where you are, it may be 10:47. Where you are, and we are not going to. So, yep, it's 9:47 in Texas. Yep. So I know we have, people tapping and tuning in from kind of all over the place in different time zones. But again, if you feel led to come to a overnight ceremony here in Los Angeles, there's one on the 28th. That link will disappear this weekend. Actually, it'll disappear Saturday. So to give everyone enough time to prepare for the overnight ceremony here in Los Angeles on the 28th. Uh, if you would like to attend the retreat in Michigan on October the 25th through the 27th, it is Sacred Plant Medicine and Bufo Retreat. Then you can go ahead and use that. Pull your phone out, your camera up, and go ahead and use this QR code that's in the middle of the screen. It will take you to all of the plant medicines, ceremonies, and retreats that we have available right now on the schedule. And if you would like to come to Portland, Oregon, November the 8th through the 10th, I believe you can use this QR code for all three, or you can tap uh, the link in our bios. You can also tap the link in our bios and then tap Sacred Plant Medicine and Retreats, and it will take you to all of our ceremonies and retreats that we have up and coming. If you have any questions, you can also DM us. I appreciate you guys for coming on here on this live, giving us y'all time, asking us, questions. We do not take it lightly, and I just, appreciate y'all, and I thank y'all for coming up here and kicking it with us while we teach y'all about some of this medicine that we use. You want to say anything in closing, babe?
I mean, no. Outside of the fact that, yep, I could. You know what? I got a whole lot more gas left in the tank, but I see my wife. She ready to lock it up, and I get it because people are in different time zones. We time zones. We still, you know, what I'm saying, in the week with this. So we gonna go ahead. I'm gonna let it ride. I'll save that lesson for a whole nother time. And I understand that, you know, what I'm saying, spirit will unleash what it needs to unleash. I'm just gonna tell you now, when I get ready to go in, I'm going all the way in. No holds barred. I'm going all the way in. So when I say get ready for it, get ready for it. I'm not finna play with it. I'm gonna give y'all info. I'm gonna give y'all facts. I'm gonna give y'all the real deal. Like it or not, it's going down. You feel me? It's going down. So and I appreciate everyone who did show up for this one, because guess what? You were here, it was for you. You were here. It was for you. Rochelle says, stay encouraged. Yes, we are. We appreciate you for that, though. Sincerely. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Yeah, we appreciate that. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing we can't get past. It ain't nothing we can't, you know what I'm saying, weather and get through. It's all good. And guess what? We gonna always show up in the sacred space, you know what I'm saying, with the right intentions, with the right energy. We gonna go in and move and allow, you know what I'm saying, source and spirit to have its way. we, I'm just going to speak for me. I have a certain level of expectation because it has never failed. Every ceremony, every retreat has been amazing. On some level, one or another, it has been amazing. And that's what I'm expecting. It hasn't changed. You know what I'm saying? I just said, God been showing out since we've been doing this. I don't think, you know what I'm saying, it's going to stop. And I love that. You know what I'm saying? For the individuals that are really looking to go in and gain their freedom, gain their liberty to really see some positive change. So that's where we are with it. And we thank y'all. We love y'all, man. We'll see y'all again, right? All right, man. Peace out. Y'all have a good one.
All right. See y'all. Thank y'all. We'll see y'all on our next live.
Deuces.